Well, it's actually quite good to be doing a video where I appear a little bit more presentable than usual. Um, I would kind of like to try and do an on the go um, video just to sort of represent that I don't spend all of my time lying down with my feet up. I do spend a lot of it that way because I need to get that rest in so that I can do the planned activity that fits in my energy envelope. Um, if you search for that on Google, it'll explain how it's a technique to pace and manage your energy levels when you are somebody with an energy limiting condition. So I am checking in to say that actually I don't know why, but I have been feeling slightly better recently, apart from last week. It was the dreaded female curse. I always feel a bit rubbish that week. I know a lot of women do, feel that as well, whether they're healthy and fit and very well, or like me, struggling a little bit with their health. Um, yeah, so this is just to check in to say that I have been finding activities more manageable. I'm not going to use the word that begins with E because it never is. I've never found it that way. But more manageable, definitely. So I have decided, and this is now week 4 of dabbling a little bit with, well, actually just straight doing couch to 5k, because physically that is where I'm noticing the remission is most. Mentally, I'm still not coping with just, simple adding up simple numbers, understanding simple spreadsheets, even though I've got experience, done an advanced Excel course in the past, and used to be a teacher. All those things, my brain is just gone. So still experiencing that, which is quite a challenge when you run your own business. But in terms of physical capability, I feel a little bit more there. In terms of, I'm thinking of things that the sort of questions you get asked for certain things, like planning and following a journey. If I've never been to the place before, that's a no. I don't have any navigation capability at all. I need somebody there with me because of the anxiety as well is so severe. I stay within my comfort zone. I am gradually building the locality of that in where I sort of go for walks, runs, because my fiance very, very kindly accompanies me, so that I can start to learn routes, but it takes me an awful long time to learn a new route. It takes me an awful long time to manage the anxiety around that. And I've lost my train of thought because the brain fog and the processing, oh my gosh. I have recently seen a neurologist about my migraines because they've been getting more frequent and also outside of normal hormonal things. So I am now taking 25 milligrams amitriptyline at night, which I do wonder if perhaps that is why I'm feeling a bit better physically, actually, sort of thinking about it, because amitriptyline is prescribed for nerve pain, and I have had lower doses in the past prescribed for that. I am getting really bad, I think it's tendonitis when I run and when I walk, specifically peroneal tendonitis, and where the Achilles tendon is. My calves are very, very tight. I'm not sure why that is. I still get the foot pain. It's there, it's better, but it's there. But I have noticed that decline a bit again. I wonder if it is the benefits of the amitriptyline. There's all sorts of possibilities, but I want to just make the most of being able to increase the level of activity to find like a new limit, a new way for me moving forward that can accommodate that. I know I'm very, very lucky that I can do, and I'm very, very grateful that I can do as much as I can do, because I am aware that there are so many people out there who are not even able to get out of bed with these conditions, and it's, you know, it's very sad. It's not really a way to live if you're just spending all of your time in bed, and I do appreciate that I'm not bedbound, and I still end up feeling really quite restricted by the amount that like living with this condition does impact me. I have to plan everything quite meticulously. It's very difficult to just do something spontaneously, because I have to think about, well, what sort of impact is that going to have, you know, with managing what I do for a living. That's quite energy intense, both physically and mentally as well, running a business. I have to admit I'm kind of just doing the bare minimum, because I need to make sure I can manage the energy levels. I'm not taking on to full capacity, because I need to manage those energy levels, because I'm responsible and caring for people's dogs, and they, you know, that is just so important that I get that right, because the dogs are their loved ones. My two are my loved ones, and every dog that comes through the door, I think I would, you know, I just automatically treat it as if it was my own dog. That's why I'm doing what I do. So I need to make sure that I've always got something in the tank, as it were. I kind of like to talk about energy as fuel in the tank, or the battery, you know, phone battery life, because that is essentially what it is. It's all energy, it's just a different type of energy at the end of the day. I have had thoughts about branching out, because I used to be a teacher. There has been suggestions that, you know, why don't you do tutoring, for example? Well, to be honest with you, I just don't think I have the brain power for that at the moment. I think my brain is just a little bit muddled, and I have a lot of questions, things that I want to explore. I have been seeing a psychiatrist about certain things, but I think we're kind of at the limit of where we can go with that. I am exploring lots of different ways of healing, including sort of grounding. You know, I've been doing yoga for years and years and years, on and off, various different types of mindfulness and meditations, all that kind of thing. But progress is progress. I am very grateful that hopefully whatever this is, the amitriptyline or otherwise, is helping with that. And I have forgotten, I was talking about amitriptyline, and I was going to talk about another medication or protocol, but I've forgotten. So there we go. I think that's probably enough of a check-in for today, for this one. As always, I will do my best to update regularly and check in, but I very often forget, or then don't have the energy. So yeah, I'll just keep doing what I can for now.